While the eastern seaboard often garners the most attention in discussions about the American Revolutionary War, the Western theater played a critical and often underappreciated role in the conflict. This vast and rugged frontier region, encompassing areas west of the Appalachian Mountains and including the Ohio Valley and parts of the Mississippi River, was a hotbed of military activity, strategic maneuvers, and complex alliances. The battles fought here were pivotal in securing American independence and shaping the future of the nascent United States. Geographic and strategic significance. The Western theater was a sprawling expanse that included modern-day states such as Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and parts of Tennessee. This region was sparsely populated compared to the eastern colonies, but was of immense strategic importance. Control over the western lands meant access to vital resources, trade routes, and the ability to forge alliances with various Native American tribes. For the British, the Western theater offered a chance to divide the American colonies and hinder westward expansion. For the Americans, control of this region was essential for securing the frontier, expanding settlement opportunities, and preventing British encirclement. Key figures and forces. The Western theater saw the involvement of several notable military leaders and forces. Among them, George Rogers Clark stands out as a significant American figure. Clark, a Virginia militia officer, led a series of daring expeditions that were crucial in undermining British control in the region. On the British side, Lieutenant Governor Henry Hamilton, known as the hair buyer for allegedly paying Native Americans for American scalps, was a key figure. His base at Fort Detroit served as a hub for British operations and Native American alliances. Major campaigns and battles. The Western theater was characterized by a series of important campaigns and battles, many of which involved both American and British forces as well as their respective Native American allies. 1. George Rogers Clark's Illinois Campaign 1778–1779. One of the most significant campaigns in the Western theater was led by George Rogers Clark. In 1778, Clark captured the British-held fort at Kaskaskia, located in present-day Illinois, without firing a shot. His subsequent seizure of Fort Sackville in Vincennes, Indiana, in February 1779 was a masterstroke of military strategy. Despite facing harsh winter conditions and a formidable enemy, Clark's forces managed to surprise and overwhelm the British garrison, solidifying American control over the Illinois country. 2. Siege of Fort Henry 1777–1782. Fort Henry, located in present-day Wheeling, West Virginia, was the site of two significant sieges. In September 1777, British and Native American forces besieged the fort, but the American defenders managed to hold out. A second siege in 1782, often considered one of the last battles of the Revolutionary War, again saw the fort withstand the attackers, demonstrating the resilience and determination of the American frontier settlers. 3. Native American involvement. The Western theater was marked by the complex involvement of various Native American tribes. Tribes such as the Shawnee, Cherokee, and Iroquois were divided in their loyalties, with some siding with the British and others with the Americans. The conflict often exacerbated existing tensions and led to brutal frontier warfare. The American victory at the Battle of Blue Licks in Kentucky in 1782, although a tactical loss, highlighted the fierce resistance faced by American settlers from Native American forces allied with the British. Impact and legacy. The Western theater of the American Revolutionary War had several long-lasting impacts. Firstly, American victories in the West, particularly those led by George Rogers Clark, helped to secure vast territories that would later become key states in the Union. The Treaty of Paris in 1783, which ended the Revolutionary War, recognized American claims to the land east of the Mississippi River, significantly expanding the nation's territory. Secondly, the conflict in the West set the stage for future American expansion and the subsequent displacement and treaties with Native American tribes. The alliances and enmities forged during the Revolutionary War would influence American Indian policy and frontier relations for decades to come. Lastly, the Western theater highlighted the importance of the frontier in American history. The courage and resilience of the frontier settlers, who fought against both British and Native American forces, became a central theme in the American narrative of westward expansion and manifest destiny. Conclusion. The Western theater of the American Revolutionary War was a crucial and dynamic front that significantly influenced the outcome of the conflict and the future of the United States. Through strategic military campaigns, complex alliances, and fierce battles, the Western theater helped to secure American independence and laid the groundwork for the nation's westward expansion. Recognizing the importance of this often overlooked theater is essential to understanding the full scope of the American Revolutionary War and the birth of the United States.